Oh wow, lots of people here. How
Hello,
are you?
hello. I'm doing all right.
It's good to see you. Hi.
Hello again.
Nice to see you again.
Hello, hello.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Can you get up here for me, or is that difficult? How are you feeling?
I feel all right.
Okay. Any more pain? Yeah, I can help you.
No, I haven't had pain for quite some time.
Okay. Any nausea, any vomiting, anything like that?
No.
And any weight loss, or still got the baby?
Well, my scale and your scale don't match up.
Yeah. No, I know. I hate going to the doctor because they always weigh you with everything on, and it's
Yes.
like, I really don't weigh that much, but okay. How did things go with the colonoscopy and stuff? Were you able to prep for that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that. Are you having any diarrhea?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm taking those softeners and a laxative too, though.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, you can probably back off on those, okay? And are you flushing at all, meaning turning red? Do you guys notice that at all? Not really. Okay. So I think we have a lot of information for you, and I've got copies of everything for you guys, okay? So first of all, the endoscopy and the colonoscopy, there was really nothing seen. There were a couple of polyps in the colon. I don't know the final pathology on that, but Dr. Ho was not concerned, okay? So we'll just make sure that that's okay. So these are for you guys. Your DOTA PET scan was positive, meaning that it showed that, remember there was that area in the middle of the lining of the small bowel? That was very hot on the DOTA PET, and there was a dot that looked like it was in the small bowel somewhere. So, I'm going to give you that information, then let's put it all together at the end, okay? But it was positive because if you remember last time, we talked about a neuroendocrine tumor, which is a tumor that comes from the nerve or endocrine cells anywhere in the GI tract. And I was worried that what we were seeing was a lymph node that the tumor had spread to. The issue that made me confused was that between the two scans it had got a little bit smaller, which is unusual. Okay, so this is the DOTA PET. Now you also had a 24-hour urine collection. And interestingly, they actually didn't give me their normal range for this, but based on other normal ranges, this is elevated. And what that would mean would be that there potentially are some hormones being produced by this thing that we're detecting in the urine. The good news is all of your other blood tests actually look pretty good. Your liver's working okay, your blood counts are all okay, your platelets are okay. The last thing is your chromogranin A, which is a marker in the bloodstream for this type of tumor, is elevated. It's not a great test, I'm going to tell you, because I've seen it be elevated where there's nothing to cause it. But it is helpful when we have other things pointing us in this direction. So putting it all together, I think you probably have a tiny tumor in the small bowel, and I think you have this lymph node that probably is it's spread to there. Now the question is, normally if this was you or one of you guys, I would say we need to operate and try to get that node out, try to find where that primary tumor is, and get that area of bowel out. I'm just going to say I think you're high risk for surgery. And so the question is it safer for us to just watch this for now? Because these tend to be very low-grade tumors, meaning they grow extremely slowly. However, we're also dealing with, they are malignant. Okay? I just want to be clear. Now, I don't have a biopsy to prove that beyond a shadow of doubt, but with the DOTA PET scan being positive, it's really a good test for this. Okay. There's no way to really biopsy this because it's sitting kind of right in the middle of the abdomen. The only thing to do would be, if I were to try to get this, would be to have to operate to get to it, even to do a biopsy.
then if you do that, why just not cut it out?
That's exactly right. So that would be the plan.
Get some liposuction while you're there.
Hey, listen, I ain't got a vacuum cleaner that's big enough to. I'm just kidding.
I'll bring
you.
mine.
I'm teasing
Not bad.
you. But I need a little work over here myself. So I mean, I kind of want to talk to you guys about this. I didn't go down the route of getting you prepared for surgery as far
Yeah.
as cardiology and lung and stuff like that, because we need to make sure that you would tolerate this, because I wanted to have a discussion with all of you first, because this is certainly not straightforward. And you know that from a lung standpoint, getting you breathing and off breathing machines and things like that can be an issue, and I'd hate to end up in a position where you're needing a breathing machine, or have a tracheostomy or something like that. However, again, I want to be clear that if this is what I think it is, and I'm about 90% there based on the DOTA PET and the other tests, that in the ideal world it would be good to get it out.
Okay, if we just watch it for right now, and it would start growing again.
I think that's an alternative that's reasonable too.
And then maybe think about taking it out.
Yeah, I think that that's okay. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do a gastric sleeve on you to lose weight, right? No, I'm just kidding. but you're gonna have to help me by trying to get healthier, because the knowledge that we may have to look at surgery down the line is real. So the way I would watch this would be twofold. I'd like to get a CT scan as well as that DOTA PET. Okay?
Another one?
Yes, in like 6 months.
Okay.
Understand, again, things could change in that time. There's a small chance that something could spread in that time, but it is small considering the fact that we have 2 scans that haven't changed. Okay. And so, in fact, one showed a decrease in size. Deal?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys all okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. My own feeling is I'd like a little bit more of a push before subjecting you to surgery. And I think growth or change would be that push. Do you have an oncologist in Wichita Falls, the cancer doctor?
Mhm.
Who is that? It's Dr.
Oh,
Ulrich, right?
I don't know, I've never been to him, I don't know.
I'm not certain, but
We got a cancer center there.
Okay. I'm probably going to have you see somebody over there just to get another pair of eyes to look at this, okay? And just make sure they're on board with me, but I'll get you to somebody there.
Okay.
Oncologist in Wichita Falls.
So there are 3 people, I know all of them.
For oncologists around Wichita Falls, here they are.
Praveen Reddy, Dr. Mali Reddy, Dr. Ulrich, Dr. Chalagala, and
I've heard of him. I
Charlie
get those
Cullen?
things in the mail from United Regional. I've looked through them and
Well, but they got that center out there
the
on,
oncology center.
across from the Ford place.
Yeah, that had the whole
why
team.
Why don't we do Chalagala? She's really good, actually. Okay, she's very and a woman is okay with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, she's very up to date, so I like her for that. Okay, okay. I'll
And
see
you'll
you.
set that up?
I will. I'll set up all of that.
There she
Put
is.
it on my list.
She's right on Cal.
Yeah. Okay. It's good to see you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give me just a minute.
Right back.
Alright.